Welcome back to the studio. It's DJTriceyTrice, and for this session, we are talking about sponsored content, the gold mine of monetization. Um, I love sponsor content, and for those of you who don't know what sponsor content is, it's basically when a large company or a company who wants to advertise their service reaches out to you, influencer, content maker, content creator, person who is talking directly to the audience, and they say, "Hey, you're doing what you're doing well. Your content's fantastic. We want to sponsor your content and just put our name on it, and you do your thing, talk your stuff." This is my favorite kind of sponsorship. You can always sell this ahead of the game. It works really well when you align with brands that are a part of your lifestyle, because then it becomes a no-brainer. Um, and they can see where you're going with that. So for instance, let's talk about using it in terms of a podcast. Let's say, for instance, you have a fitness podcast. You can walk into a gym and say, "Hey, gym owner, I have 6 years of athletic training experience. I am a fitness trainer. I have a fitness podcast. I am doing all the things fitness. I'm thinking about starting a series of 10 podcasts that's getting your way back into the gym after COVID. Would you like to sponsor this?" That's basically what it is. You're going into the gym, telling them, "Hey, I'm creating this kind of content, and if you put your name on it, people will see it. Not only see it, they will associate it with success in this way, and it will end up getting you more customers." That's all you need to communicate. Bonus points if you can record a sample and send it to them. Always bonus points. When I used to work in radio, I would record a spot before I went to a meeting. So record the radio ad, put a little bit of razzmatazz on it, put some sound effects or whatever in it, and I would go to the meeting and I would tell them about our radio campaigns and different things. And they would say, "Oh yeah, I want to think about it." And then I say, "Wait, there's more. Listen to a demo spot on my phone with their business in it." And they would be like, "I see what you mean now, Treese. I really want to be a part of it." People get way more excited when they're in it. So make a little short video, like a 15-second, 30-second video, you doing some of your stuff with some nice music in the background with their sponsored by whatever, and put a fake code or whatever. But make them imagine what it's like for you to create content for them. And then as you become more successful, these business owners and these managers start to look at you as a recruiting tool, and they start to come to you like, "Hey, Treese, what's an idea that you think? How can we get more people in here for the 4th of July sale?" You become a part of it, and now they're paying you to do it regularly, because always ask for some money for sponsor content up front, even if it's $200 or just the cost of production, whatever you feel comfortable with. I would go into it asking for something, because these people were going to have to create this content anyway. They spend millions of dollars in research and development trying to figure out how to talk to the audience. You already know how to talk to the audience. You can give them the gift of, "Hey, I've already done the marketing. I know the people you can talk to. I can do something cool. Let's do it." And that's how I sold it in radio, especially if you've got some kind of celebrity. You've been on the radio, you've had some success, you're published, whatever your thing is. Go in and tell them that you're doing that thing in your industry and that you can create content for them, and they'll consider it. They'll consider it because they're all hiring influencers. On my side, I see it as you get bigger, people will start to offer it to you. But even when you're a small show and you're starting to get revenue straight out the gate, go to your neighborhood, go to local businesses who aren't these large companies, and practice with them, so that when you get the larger order, you know how to sell fitness equipment, or you know how to do mental health services ads on your podcast. So creating that sample is really good. Offering it to them up front, letting them know, "Hey, I'm going to create this for you. I can record it right here." Do whatever you need to do to close the deal, and then give them a bill, basically saying, "Hey, for all, you get all these things, and I'll promote it, and then you can have the video to promote it on your social media after that, all for the very low price of $2,500, or the very low price of or whatever it is." And you come to them serious with it, they'll consider it, especially if you have that example, because they can pass it on to other people, or make sure you're talking to the decision maker as well, because then they can see themselves in it. And then offer to bring the owner or the manager onto the podcast. Hey, would you like to do a 15-minute interview? And what I'll do is I'll talk to you about it. We'll run through some things. I'll give people a tour of your facility. Do whatever. But they're always looking for these opportunities to move their business forward with people who are already experts in their field and who are already doing it and creating the content, because for them that feels like marketing, but for you it's everything that you do. So that's been sponsored content. We're going to move on to the next section. I hope you've enjoyed this module. Spend some time, dig deep here. Make sure you're looking at brands who you already use. And if those brands are too big, go to some of their competitors that are around your local area. Winning the block always gets you money straight up front. Dynamic ad revenue is next. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next module.